Sometimes I wish you'd just disappear. Forever. I'm so tired of your insecurities, she said after I caught her on a date with another man. So, I packed my bags and ghosted without a word. Now she's dumped, isolated, and begging while I thrive with someone who values me. Hey Reddit, I'm Alex 28 millions and I've been lurking, here for advice on relationships, for years, but never thought I'd be posting my own nightmare. This all went down about a year ago, and I finally processed it enough to share. Buckle up. It's a doozy, but there's a satisfying end if you stick with it. Emily, 27F, and I had been together for 4 years. We met in college right after I got out of a rough patch with my family. My parents' messy divorce left me with some trust issues and insecurities that I was upfront about from day one. I wasn't perfect, but I worked on myself. Therapy, journaling, the whole 9 yards. Emily seemed understanding at first. She said she loved how real I was, how I didn't pretend to have it all together, like other guys. I was loyal to a fault. I supported her through everything. When she lost her job 2 years in, I picked up extra shifts at my marketing gig to cover rent on our city apartment. I turned down a promotion that would have meant relocating because she begged me not to leave her alone while she figured out her career in graphic design. Flashback to last Christmas. I surprised her with a custom laptop loaded with design software, even though it meant dipping into my savings. She cried happy tears and said I was her rock. Little did I know that rock was starting to feel like a weight to her. Lately, though things shifted, Emily started staying out late for networking events with her new CHIO workers. She'd come home smelling like cologne that wasn't mine, brushing it off as hugs from clients. She'd post cryptic stuff on social media about needing excitement and confidence in a partner, which stung because I knew it was aimed at me. I'd ask if everything was okay and she'd snap. Stop being so insecure, Alex. Not everything's about you. I chalked it up to stress, but deep down it ate at me. Then came the bombshell. One Friday night she said she was meeting friends for drinks. I had a hunch. Call it intuition or paranoia, but her phone had been buzzing nonstop from a contact saved as work Jake. I decided to swing by the bar she mentioned just to surprise her with flowers or something dumb like that. Instead, I spotted her through the window at a cozy Italian place across the street, laughing with a guy. Not just any guy, Jake, her charismatic coworker she'd mentioned in passing. They were holding hands, leaning in close, and when he kissed her, my world shattered. I froze. Outside, heart pounding, part of me wanted to storm in, but I held back. I waited until they left, then followed at a distance back to our apartment building. She got home first, acting normal, scrolling on her phone like nothing happened. I walked in a few minutes later, the flowers crushed in my fist. Emily, I said quietly, trying to keep my voice steady. I saw you tonight with Jake. She didn't even flinch at first, just set her phone down and sighed like I'd interrupted her favorite show. Oh God, Alex, you followed me. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Your insecurities are suffocating me. I stood there stunned, suffocating. You were on a date with another man, kissing him. How is that my fault? She rolled her eyes, crossing her arms. It's not a date like that. Jake gets me. He's confident, ambitious. We've been talking for months because you're always doubting everything, doubting us. It's exhausting. Sometimes I wish you'd just disappear forever. I'm so tired of your insecurities dragging me down. Her words hit like a gut punch. Disappear forever. After everything I'd done, I felt the room spin, but I didn't yell or beg. I just nodded, numb, if that's how you feel. She kept going like she was rehearsed. Yeah, it is. Jake makes me feel alive. You're safe. But safe is boring. I need more than that. I turned away, hiding the tears stinging my eyes. That night I slept on the couch, replaying every sacrifice in my head. The job I skipped, the nights I held her, through her breakdowns, the way I'd built my life around us. It all felt like a joke now, undeserved, unfair. But I didn't confront her again. What was the point? The next morning Emily was up early packing a bag. She must have texted Jake or something because she announced over coffee like it was no big deal that she was staying with a friend for a bit to clear her head. But I knew it was more. This isn't working, Alex, she said, sipping her latte casually. I've outgrown this. Jake challenges me, pushes me to be better. You hold me back with all your what-ifs and fears. I sat at the kitchen table staring at my untouched cereal. My mind raced. Hold her back. I'd literally put my dreams on hold for hers. Flashback to 6 months ago. She was depressed after a freelance gig fell through, and I took time off, work to help her rebuild her portfolio, encouraging her every step. Now it was my fault. Tell me straight, I said, keeping my tone even. Are you leaving me? For him? She laughed, a cold, smug laugh that I'll never forget. Leaving you? Alex, I've been emotionally checked out. For ages. Your insecurities made it easy. Every time you'd question if I was happy, it pushed me further away. Jake doesn't do that. He's secure, fun. We connect on a level you and I never did. Connect like the dates you've been sneaking to. I pressed but without heat. I was piecing it together. Late nights, flirty texts I'd glimpsed. They're not sneaking, she snapped, zipping her bag. I deserve happiness. You act like I'm the villain here, but your paranoia created this. If you weren't so clingy, maybe I wouldn't have looked elsewhere. Jake sees my potential. He doesn't drag me into therapy sessions or make everything about his past trauma. Her logic twisted like a knife, blaming my paranoia for her cheating as if my insecurities justified betrayal. So, that's it for years and you're done. Pretty much, she said, shrugging. I'll come back for the rest of my stuff later. Don't make this dramatic. It's not like we were married. You'll find someone as average as you. Average. The word burned, but I didn't react. No. Begging, no tears in front of her. Okay, I said simply. Take what you need now. She looked surprised, like she'd expected a fight. That's it. No, please, stay or we can work it out. If you want to go, go. My voice was flat, detached. Inside I was crumbling. The confusion, the unfairness of it all. How could she flip the script so cruelly? But I helped her carry the bag to the door, then closed it behind her without another word. That afternoon I called a locksmith to change the locks. Practical, not petty. I blocked her number, deleted our shared photos, and started packing my own things. Our lease was month to month, so I gave notice and found a cheap studio across town. No confrontation, no social media rants. I just disappeared like she wished. The first few days were hell. I'd wake up, questioning everything. Was I really that insecure? Did I drive her away? I'd scroll through old messages, seeing how I'd check in too often, but also how she'd reassure me until she didn't. The silence was deafening. No calls from her, which hurt more than I expected. I sat with the betrayal, letting it breathe. Therapy helped. My counselor said her words were projections, not truths. I hit the gym, focused on work, even applied for that promotion I'd passed on. It felt unfair. She got to walk away smug while I picked up the pieces. But I didn't lash out. I rebuilt, quietly, one day at a time. Weeks turned into a month. No word from Emily, which confirmed it. I was disposable. The confusion lingered. Why me? Why? After all I'd given, but slowly clarity crept in. I wasn't the problem. Her betrayal was. About 2 months after she left, I was still in that foggy middle phase, hurting but starting to heal. I'd moved into my new studio apartment, a no-frills place on the edge of the city with a view of nothing special, but it was mine. No reminders of her. I'd thrown myself into routines to fill the void. Gym every morning, therapy twice a week, and finally accepting that promotion at work. It meant longer hours and more responsibility, leading a small team on marketing campaigns, but it paid better and gave me purpose. For the first time in years, I wasn't building my life around someone else. The betrayal lingered like a bad taste. I'd replay her words in my head during runs. Disappear forever. Tired of your insecurities. It felt so unfair. I'd been the one holding us together, sacrificing for her dreams, and she twisted it into my flaw. Confusion hit hard those first weeks. Was I really that bad? Did my past issues justify her cheating? Therapy helped unpack it. My counselor pointed out how Emily projected her own dissatisfaction onto me. She wasn't happy with herself, he said. Blaming you was easier than facing that. I started reading books on self-worth, journaling my thoughts. Slowly, the vulnerability faded. I realized I wasn't average or boring. I'd just been loyal to the wrong person. I kept my distance from our old circle at first, blocked her everywhere, unfollowed mutual friends to avoid the drama, but bits trickled in anyway. A coworker who knew us both mentioned seeing Emily's posts online, vague rants about toxic exes that sounded suspiciously like me. I didn't bite. Then about 3 months in, I got a call from our mutual friend Sarah. Hey Alex, just checking in. Emily, not great. Thought you should know. I listened. Neutral. Sarah spilled. Emily had quit her graphic design job to focus on us. With Jake, whatever that meant. They'd moved in together fast, but it imploded. Jake turned out to be a nightmare, controlling, yelling over nothing, flirting with other women right in front of her. She told me he called her clingy one night and just packed up and left. Sarah said ghosted her completely. Now, she's crashing on a friend's couch, scrambling for freelance work, but her portfolio is a mess because she stopped updating it. It wasn't satisfaction yet, just a quiet irony. Karma didn't hit like a thunderbolt. It built slowly, realistically. Emily had racked up debts on our old shared credit card. I'd frozen my half early, thank God, and now she was drowning in them alone. Mutual friends started distancing themselves after hearing the full story, how she'd badmouthed me publicly while hiding the affair. One guy from our group texted me, "Dude, we had no idea. She's lost a lot of respect around here." Her online post backfired too. Clients saw the drama and pulled away, leaving her isolated and broke. I didn't gloat. The injustice still stung. Why did she get to wreck things and face consequences only after? But I let it breathe. No rushing to win. Instead, I focused inward, hit personal bests at the gym, nailed a big project at work that got me a raise, even started dating casually. Nothing serious, but it reminded me I was capable of connection without the toxicity. The confusion cleared. Her betrayal wasn't about my insecurities. It was her choice, her loss. I was emerging stronger, but the silence from her side made me think it was over until it wasn't. That's when the outreach started for months post-breakup. At first, it was subtle, testing the waters. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. "Hey, it's Emily. Can we talk? I miss our talks." I stared at it, feeling nothing but mild annoyance. No response. Then came the calls, voicemails at first. "Alex, please pick up things with Jake. They didn't work out." I realized now how stable we were. Call me back. Stable. Like I was a fallback plan. I deleted them without replying, but she escalated, roping in her family. Her mom called next. Toxic as ever. The kind who always enabled Emily's drama. "Alex, honey, Emily's in a bad place. She's sorry, you know. You two were so good together. Don't be stubborn. She needs you." Guilt tripping hard, implying I was the heartless one for not forgiving. I kept it short. "Mrs. Thompson, this isn't my problem anymore." Click. A week later, the first real attempt hit. I was leaving work when my phone rang her again. I let it go to voicemail, but she followed up with text. "I know I hurt you, but Jake was a mistake. He was abusive, controlling, everything. I see now what I had with you." Then her friend Mia messaged on social media. "Dude, Emily's a wreck. She cries about you all the time. Man up and give her another shot. She's changed. Unpleasant, pushy, like I owed her redemption." I ignored it all, but inside, I felt the power shift. Her words didn't sting. They just highlighted her hypocrisy. She called me insecure, but here she was desperate. My internal voice had evolved. "I've outgrown this chaos. She doesn't get access anymore." Then came the second wave, more frantic. About 6 months in, I was at the gym. My old one stupidly, when she showed up, looked rough, hair messy, eyes red. She cornered me by the weights. "Alex, thank God. I've been trying to reach you," she said, voice shaky. "Please just hear me out." I sat down, the dumbbell calm. "Emily, what are you doing here?" Tears welled up. I was wrong. So wrong, Jake. He cheated on me too. Left me with nothing. I quit my job for him, and now I'm broke, sleeping on couches. I see now you were the best thing in my life. Your insecurities, they were just you caring. I missed that. Can we try again? I'll make it up to you. Hypocrisy dripped from every word, blaming Jake now, but subtly shifting it back. You cared like my efforts excuse her betrayal. I wiped sweat from my brow, unmoved. "Emily, no." She grabbed my arm. "Why? I know I said awful things, but I was confused, stressed. You understand that, right? We can fix this." Her desperation peaked, voice rising. "Don't ignore me like this. You're being heartless. After everything, you just disappear. That's cruel." People stared. Her true colors flashed, angry, entitled, just like during the breakup. I stepped back. "Take care of yourself." Then I walked away. No more words. Blocked the new number on the spot. Her friends piled on after. Nasty messages like, "You're pathetic for ghosting her when she's down." But I was steady, rebuilding. The reversal was clear. She unraveled while I thrived. No sympathy for me. She'd chosen this. Fast forward to 8 months later. Our mutual friend Sarah's wedding. I almost skipped it, but Sarah insisted. "You've got to come. It's a fresh start." I went, feeling good. New suit, promotion, glow, and yeah, I brought a date. Lisa. Someone I'd met through work. Kind, supportive, no games. We clicked, naturally. The ceremony was beautiful. But during the reception, there she was, Emily, invited through the grapevine, looking out of place in a rumpled dress, alone at a table. Our eyes met. She beelined over while Lisa was getting drinks. "Alex," she whispered urgently, glancing around. "I didn't expect. Can we talk privately?" I stayed seated, composed. "Emily, this isn't the time." She leaned in, desperate. "Please, I've changed. Jake destroyed me, abusive, cheating, left me isolated. Friends ditched me after hearing what I did. I'm starting therapy, fixing myself. I see now what I lost. You, us, let's try again. I beg you. Begging in public, voice cracking, heads turned subtly, the contrast stark, her disheveled, me, polished with Lisa approaching. I met, her eyes firm, no warmth. You wished I disappear forever. Consider it done. I've built a life where your choices and your insecurities don't touch me. I'm thriving, Emily. New job, new people who value me. You're a past lesson, nothing more. Her face crumpled, but I was wrong. Don't you care at all? I don't. Simple, definitive. Lisa returned. I introduced her casually. This is Lisa, my girlfriend. The upgrade hit visibly. Emily's eyes widened at our easy laughter. She muttered, "You'll regret this," but stormed off humiliated. No scene, but the room buzzed. Later, Sarah confided. She left early, crying. Everyone knows the truth now. That night, dancing with Lisa, I felt free. Emily's irrelevant, powerless in my world. I've moved on completely, emotionally whole. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.